One time someone in the audience asked, I finished my set, and then they said, you can talk about whatever. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, just like do something that's not like in your act. And I was like, what? What do you mean? And they was like, yeah, just like just talk about like whatever.
He's saying this to you after.
No, you're saying this. I'm on stage.
Oh.
I'm on stage. I just done 45 minutes. And I thought he was bullying me, being like...
It sounds like he's bullying you.
That's what I thought, too. And then after he came up and talked to me, it was just like, no, I was digging it. I just wanted you to, like, keep going. Just, like, talk about whatever.
I was saying, like, whatever.
You don't need to have a joke for it.
Whatever you want to talk.
He wanted it to, like, transition into live podcast.
Just start talking, man. I love you.
He's like, great set. Now just talk.
I love you.
Just go. Like, I think if that person did comedy more, they would have been like, try out some new jokes, is the wording. But they were like, just talk about whatever.
Just do whatever you want, man. It's like, my act.
No, they said, don't do any jokes in your...
Oh, yeah, don't do jokes.
I think they were all, like, specifically, like, new. But that's still kind of weird. You go see a band, you're like,
play some new stuff.
You're like, no, I'm digging it, but just play something.
I know, I love it.
The concert's over. We're all here.
Yeah, play something else.
play something else, man.
You got anything else you're working on?
What are you working on, Rolling Stones?
Come on, Mick. Give us not the hits. Give us the licks.
Give us something new. Mick Jagger's like, I do have a new song.
You
the rest
know
of
what?
the band's like, God damn it, don't sing it.
You know what? I've been working on something. The Mick Jagger impression.
That's an impression. Who do you have an impressions of?
I'll Mick Jagger.
Hey, I've got an impression of what's that joke that's so...
I've got an impression of
some guy in the 90s.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember what it is though.
This allegedly a guy in Louisville had this joke stolen and then sold to Larry the Cable Guy. And it's something along the lines of you want my impression of Elton John? I think he's gay. That's the impression I always got. Eric is laughing at a hack 90s gay joke about a man who is gay. That's not...
Whoa,
Larry the
he's
Cable
not
Guy
out.
having an impression.
Elton's not out yet.
He's like, look, I just vacationed with the Neil Patrick Harrises and this other guy.
The Neil Patrick Harris.
I don't know Neil Patrick Harris's husband.
That's not how you refer to a couple.
That's like the homosexual community's version of like Amal Clooney. You're like, it's not Neil Patrick Harris's husband. He owns a furniture business. That's Art Van. Is that a furniture warehouse?
Art Van. No, I don't sell vans.
Is that there? So it is. And they have a different slogan down here.
And I'm not telling you what it is.
Man, I hope that kid comes back because I'm going to that place again this weekend. And I hope that kid comes back to the show and he's like...
So you got anything new?
He's like, do something. Dude, just talk. And then I just talk for like... I'm like, okay.
All right. Well, driving here was weird.
Can I tell you about my parents?
Was it funny?
No.
No, just a weird drive. I got lost a little bit.
Who else recently
I took the wrong exit.
Blues?
I took the wrong exit, but thankfully I was able to just get right back on like at the next exit. Like it was pretty easy.
Yeah. Hot riff.
Anything else?
No, if he asks me this time, I'll just say...
I thought I popped a tire. You ever do that? You think you popped it, but you pull over and it's fine.
And you're like, oh, thank God, I just killed some
thank God.
family dogs.
It's just a dozen dogs loose.
I bought a case of dogs. They should sell more stuff in the dozen.
Can I get a gross of...
I always thought they should sell shoes in packs where you can get like multiple.
An extra.
One extra shoe.
You get 3 shoes.
And it's mystery packaged.
Who knows?
I'm either gonna...
They're all mysteries, though. It's 3.
It comes in a big chocolate egg that's hollow. And you eat it into the inside.
You throw it on the ground.
It's a shoe.
Whoa!
My goodness.
A Jimmy Choo. Thank God I didn't bite into this.
Brown
get that?
Bite into this chew.
It's a Jimmy Choo.
Oh,
Glad I
Jimmy
didn't
Choo.
bite into this.
Jimmy Choo. That would be the company that should do it.
Jimmy Choo's new CBD edibles.
our heel is now gum.
Giant piece of gum.
It's a bunch of hard caramel.
Don't go in the sun.
Jimmy's Choos.
Jimmy Choo's shoes.
Do you think that ever
Jimmy
happened?
Choo's shoes by the shoe store. Jimmy shoes by the shoe store.
Someone's in, like, that'd be great. You open up a place in the Hamptons, like a little business
Yeah.
called Jimmy's Chew. And
Jimmy's
you
Choo.
just sell like shitty candy or whatever the fuck. And then you just get bad husbands
Yeah.
who are like, I gotta buy my wife wants Jimmy Choo's. I'll go buy this saltwater
buy this.
taffy made by a guy who's cackling the whole time.
Made by a guy who seems
He keeps saying the name and then laughing.
loud.
No,
Winking
come on
at
into
him.
Jimmy's Chew.
Winking at me.
He said something about his business as soul,
I don't know.
but then he like looked around like that was a pun.
I don't know what it means.
Soul, I don't know what soul has to do with
I just
taffy.
I just want something for my
the
wife.
taffy my wife wants.
Son, I just want something for my wife.
That ever used to happen at that place you worked, that restaurant?
People call you son.
Yeah.
Or they say they just want something for their wife. It would be weird to come into a restaurant and be like, it's my wife's birthday, so box that up.
Yeah. That's weird when people like order for their wives.
Yeah.
I always want to be like, are you okay?
Are you alright? Do you really want that?
'Cause you
Not
can
even
just
like
order
that.
both of these meals for yourself. Someone,
You ever have that people do that where they order two things and they're like, and I don't know what she's having, and it's like, all right, what? Is that your joke? You're just ordering too much food.
no, what I do then is he does that, and then I go, what is she having? And then he goes, oh, she will be having the
She will be having the second dish.
she will be having the chicken Caesar, and then I bring out one lasagna, two entree chicken Caesars,
Two giant
and then he's like, what? And I go, well, you said you wanted the two.
like,
And then he goes, I was joking. I go, sir, this is a mafia-related restaurant.
you're just making a giant
No-
Caesar salad
no
at the
jokes.
table. It sucks when the joke doesn't land before I make this.
Sir, it's tableside Caesar. There's no way for me to stop the
I
process.
have to finish.
I can't. Trust me, you don't want this going through the indoors to the kitchen. They're
know.
very dirty.
I know you fucking hate me, but I gotta finish making this salad.
Yeah, that should be a thing someone says is like, man, this is dirtier than the drapes on the entryway doors from
And a
the dining
glory
room.
hole.
No.
You're wiping their dick.
into
I don't
a
even know what that
restaurant.
means. Yeah, those
You're in a
curtains are
restaurant, you
dirty.
got entry and exit ones.
Yeah, the curtains.
The exit curtains, probably you got clean food coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, don't touch the dish. Don't let it touch the dish.
Inside, coming in with dirty plates.
Inside dirty plates, you don't give a fuck.
outside.
Inside, you're coming in, you're going into the kitchen, and you're like, "Hi, the customer sprayed ketchup all over me," and those curtains are hitting you.
Hey, you're right. I've never thought about that. Those curtains probably are fucking
No,
filthy.
this is what I'm getting to. Is that would be a good.
No, you're right, Eric.
That would be a good thing to say in stand up, to be like, oh, look at this guy, he's dirtier than the inside
of a-
entryway.
Inside. Wait, hold on. The outside entry.
If
of
there's a way to crystallize that concept into a thing Don Rickles could say, you know what I mean? This guy's so skinny, he looks like he just lives off licking off the inside, the drapes of the band's playing him off.
You're so skinny. You're so skinny. What do you live off? Your wife's dirty pussy? All right.
Oh.
Because he's thin. If he was clean, he'd be
I'm
fat.
so hungry. I could eat a whole cat
he was-
cafe, if you know what I'm saying.
If he was a big fat guy, he'd be like, "You're so fat. What do you live off? Your wife's clean pussy?" I'd be chowing down too. Look at that broad.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, man. So Louis Anderson is dead.
Breaking news.
What a funny day. Louis Anderson and Meatloaf dead.
Dead. All
You
at
know
once.
there's someone in a thing who's
Someone
just like,
the Golden,
Louis Anderson
Golden
played-
Corral is like, we're out of business. Those were the last two customers we had.
Yeah, you're right. Some upscale, big and tall clothing store is like,
Yeah. Do you think every time a big fat guy dies, Men's XL is like, damn it.
they're like, thank God Shaquille O'Neal is still around.
We shouldn't be calling him big. We
Louis?
should be calling him fatso. No, we should be calling him chubby.
That's rude.
We should be calling him chubby.
I call him thick.
I'm a chubby chaser.
All right.
Louis Anderson.
That's the problem with being a chubby chaser.
Ralphie May.
Is that you got to catch them quick, because if they're able to run away from you long enough, they will lose the weight, and then you're like, this is kind of fucking pointless.
I mean, thank God I've managed to help him with his
If
health.
anything,
but-
this was just training for my quickness to catch the next
Fat guy.
chubby lady. or
Maybe I'll be
guy.
able to catch Ralphie May.
Oh boy.
Oh wait. All the famous fat comedians
Do you
died.
think there's a lady out there who's like, she's like, I fucked Ralphie May, I fucked Chris Farley, I fucked John Candy. I think I'm like cursed. I'm like some sort of Black Widow type.
Quit fucking fat dudes.
It's like no, you just keep fucking morbidly obese cocaine addicts. You just love comedy, and also like you had a
Hefty
cool
men.
kid in your neighborhood who was a chubby guy. Or
Hefty
something.
cool guys.
Hefty cool guy.
Hefty cool guys.
Hefty cool guy.
The name of my new comedy show.
Yeah, Hefty should like the trash bags
Yeah.
should sponsor fat comedians. They should have like the Hefty comedy
Hefty
tour.
presents.
It's like Stavros Halkias,
Stop.
other fat guys.
Renan.
Ronan
5 years ago.
Ronan Hirschberg.
I was
That'd
trying
be a
to
good weight loss situation. Is you just get like someone who's like,
chase me.
now you just get someone who's like, you make some deal with like a buddy who
Yeah.
loves like fat, who loves fucking
fat
men's
dicks.
tits,
Fat tits.
and then it's like, hey man, if you don't lose weight, I get to fuck your tits.
I will fuck your tits.
And then the guy's like, I gotta. Ooh. He's in a sauna with like he's doing push-ups.
Doing push-ups in his arm.
And he's like, if I don't do this quick, my buddy's gonna fuck my tits.
I don't want him to fuck my
I
tits.
don't want him to fuck. This is a new Seth Rogen movie.
I want him to fuck my ass.
Jonah Hill's like, I get to fuck your tits.
We'll fuck your tits.
They're all 50.
Seth is like, we seem old for this.
His kids are like, this is gross. They're explaining this to their like children.
And then he made a movie.
And if I don't lose the weight, he gets to fuck my tits.
he'll fuck my tits.
And then the 1 8-year-old's like, you can do it, Dad. And then the 11-year-old's like, should we be telling us about this?
Why are you telling me about you getting your dick hard for man's tits?
No, it's the other guy telling him.
Why are you talking about getting your tits fucked?
Why are you talking your tits hard?
Why are you talking about your hard tits?
Primary income is of an owner operator with a sweet ass.
She works the night shift.
I'll do that. We can make a deal. We combine our companies. Oh my God! China opened up a version of my sweet ass.
It's making a knockoff of my can.
How they do that?
Of my tush. What Anniston. Woo!
Brrr.
It's cold. That was the wind blowing by. Doing sound effects.
No, you should have a guy at the UN who's like, because they should let them decide.
They should let everybody in the UN.
They should let everybody. No, because they should just let. You should be able to go to the UN and be like, Germany would like to declare. What if we took over the world? And then the UN had to be like, unanimous vote, no.
No.
But then sometimes there'd be like, you'd be thinking like, we're at the UN, we're Poland. It's in a vote. Poland may be taken over by Belgium. People don't seem to care. And the Belgian guy did a very funny speech.
He asked, and it was pretty funny.
People loved the gall.
It was great.
Everyone kind of wanted to be the one country that jokingly said yes. And now it's kind of...
And now the ball's rolling.
It's a little bit too late, but...
Ball's
what
rolling.
A day.
What a fun day at the UN.
What a killer day.
You guys having fun today? We all going to the UN bar after this? Shots on me. For the whole world.
For the whole world.
I'd love if Joe Biden in his commencement address was like, also, shots on me.
That'd be cool.
Everybody gets a shot in the mail in an envelope. Just a wet envelope in the mail.
Yeah, you can't bribe people because you can't like be like, I'll give you a whole chicken if you vote for me.
Yeah.
But are you allowed to be like, hey, if you all vote for me, like, I'd probably throw a pretty good party.
My commencement is going to be pretty fucking rad.
Good.
Pretty fucking
Let's
rad.
just say everyone's getting a taste. And then you're holding a big cake behind you.
It's ice cream.
Who wants ice cream? Yeah, that would happen when I was a kid. You go to like a Cavs game, and they'd be like, if the Cavs score 100 points, everyone gets a card for a free chalupa at Taco Bell.
Yeah, we did Taco Bell.
And if they lose, there'd be a guy just doing this. But no, they shouldn't do that. The whole country. If you can give an arena in Cleveland
Tacos,
free chalupas at a system where a lot of people are taking too many and then other people are like, I didn't get one. Why can't you give everyone in America a cut of a big old sheet cake and a scoop of vanilla bean?
They used to do that. They would do that at Predators games.
Then you ever had a sheet cake and a scoop of vanilla bean?
They would do, no.
It's someone in the concession's birthday. If it's your birthday at a game, it's your mom's responsibility to bring cupcakes for everybody, which is kind of fun. That's counteractive. That's fucking...
Yeah, come on, man.
You're like, hey, it's my son's birthday. Oh, I have to bake.
I have to do all the work.
Everyone else should give them stuff.
Kathy, why don't you make cupcakes for my son, you drunk bitch?
Some lazy ass mom is like, we're doing my kid's birthday as a potluck.
No, it's like a real
Bring the
like
presents
a Friendsgiving thing.
And decide.
I thought I didn't have that pressed down.
What does that button do?
It doesn't record if I don't have it pressed down.
That's going to come into play later.
Important button.
If this was a movie and I was watching it, I'd be like, well, obviously there's going to be a scene later with that button.
That's foreshadowing.
That's the problem with movies is I'm too smart.
I'm too good for these.
No, because they'll just be like, they'll show a scene of them as a kid and they'll be like, there'll be a close-up of the mashed potatoes, and then another kid will be like, God, I love the flavor of my mom's mashed, and you're like, okay, well, that's going to come into play.
His mom's
going
to die.
No, but specifically, like, will be mashed potatoes in the mix.
There will be mashed potatoes in the movie.
Because otherwise, the screenwriter is just insane. Like, there's all these moments in movies where they're like, there'll just be a moment of dialogue, and just like, oh, that scar? Yeah, I got it from falling off a tractor. And you're like, well, why do we know that about John Wick? And then later they're like, which one's John Wick? And you see a scar, and you're like, oh.
There it is.
Yeah, because otherwise that'd be weird.
That would just be a weird moment.
Otherwise, it'd be an unnecessary piece of backstory.
A movie that's all exposition, just over and over.
No, if I did what? I would just throw in weird lines like that. And just be like, yeah, I got these shoes from Target. And then later you're like, oh, that's probably going to come into play.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
He's going to go to a target. Maybe he'll shoot a target.
Maybe someone will have to maybe they'll be like, we found the killer had Target receipts.
He just bought his shoes at Target.
It'd be great to be a company that's
He
like,
just bought his shoes.
we want to sponsor your movie, but can we be associated with the bad guy?
Can we be associated with murder?
The killer worked at Subway, and they're all like, yeah!
Fuck yeah, eat fresh, bitch.
People will think of us as the company associated with murder. That's way better than our current thing.
Yeah.
The Pizzone. Also.
I thought the Pizzone was good.
Oh, that I knew about the Pizzone before I knew about calzones. So I remember, I'm dead serious. So I remember as a kid being like, dude, Mom and Dad, Pizza Hut changed the game.
They changed what pizza is.
We gotta get one. And I remember the whole family got pizza, and they were like, you can get a Pizzone for your birthday or whatever the fuck.
Birthday. That's all we're getting you, though.
I was kept in a basement, and they fed me through grates. You think those
It'd be hard to fit a Pizzone through a grate.
Yeah,
a pizza slice you might be able to kind of shove.
Well, a calzone is actually easier because you can fit it through the vertical grates.
I guess.
You don't have to worry about the topping slot. That'd be the worst when they're like, we got you a hot pizza. And they turn it sideways to fit it through the vertical grates. All the cheese slides down.
Yeah, the cheese topping.
And then it lands onto the skull of a child roughly my age. And then I think to myself, well, how did that get here?
How did that get?
That's the skull.
Meanwhile, I'm licking the grates clean.
Yeah. That would suck if you were kept in a dungeon.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
that would blow.
The cops are like, so can you tell us more about the setup? There were grates, and you were like, I would say it was mostly worse.
I'd say it was bads.
I would say. Can you tell us about the structure? Grates isn't exactly the word I would use. And then they're all laughing, and then you're like, no, it's like chicken wire.
Chicken wire.
And he said it was electrified.
What, are you going to test it out for me?
Hey, Tony, we just found a woman and a child who've been kept in a dungeon for 20 years. You got a pretty good sense of humor. You want to come
You
up
want to go in there?
lightening it up a little bit?
Yeah.
You do that grates line.
We've done this before.
Yeah. We've done this before. And not only that, we had to go through the whole process when you got sued by that victim's family.
We had to refine the jokes.
And then in the court, we got to do them again.
Yeah, one more time.
But hey, that's what Lenny Bruce did to work on his act.
I think the problem is when we went to court, we punched him up too much. It became too funny.
It became...
But you know me, impeccable craftsman.
Yeah.
Can't stop writing.
You know that Lenny Bruce thing where it's like he was doing his act and then he was arrested and then the judge read his did his act for him.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if Lenny Bruce is like, yeah, that actually helped me realize where a lot of the jokes were and weren't.
Yeah.
And some,
Because if he
punch
can get a
up,
laugh off that.
some different wording I could use, sprucing up.
If he can get a laugh off that, then I know it works.
Thank God I was arrested. You ever perform stand-up comedy for the cops?
I've certainly tried to laugh my way out of a lot of tickets.
One time I was coming back from a show and I had been smoking weed, and then the other person was very drunk, and my car had a lot of weed smell in it.
Yeah.
And the cop pulled us over.
No, I was just farting.
I was farting. Hey, is it just me, everybody, or is a fart a dry heave of poop? For poop. No, man, we're driving back, and the cop pulls us over, and he's like, we're like, oh, we're definitely going to get, arrested and shit.
Yeah.
And the other person was, freaking out, so I was like, that's not helping the situation.
Yeah, calm the fuck down, baby.
And the cop, he comes up, and he's like, you guys have any, drugs in the car, weapons, dead bodies? And then I looked around the car real quick, and I went, definitely no dead bodies, officer. And then he went, ha. All right, well, you guys get out of here.
You get on out of here.
Yeah. I feel like cops, it's like that make them laugh game show. It's like if you can get them
you can laugh
in 30 seconds, your little buzzer goes off.
Yeah. The buzzer is a taser. Because your joke sucked. You're going to fucking prison.
No, I'm playing this one place. I'm going to Anniston, Alabama,
Yeah.
which isn't a place.
Jennifer Anniston.
No. I'm going to open with that.
Aniston, more like Jennifer Aniston. This town's beautiful.
This town's fucking-
And funny.
You guys are some of my best friends. More like a long game comedy.
Jennifer Aniston, Alabama. Where's Matt LeBlanc, Georgia?
This is great. Anniston, Alabama was named the model city by Atlanta newspaper.
Damn right, it's a model city. Jennifer Aniston's beautiful.
She's always like a person who's named on like the most beautiful woman in the world. And I'm always like,
I guess.
is this edited by Jennifer Aniston's
I mean,
mom?
she's very pretty.
Is this edited by Jennifer Aniston's gay best friend? Like, who's deciding this?
That's great. You want to go
Ooh.
fishing?
Anniston, Alabama has what was once the world's largest chair.
So now it's just a big fucking chair.
Yeah. But you know what that means? It's probably cheaper to go see it.
That's true. It's a deal.
The biggest chair, they can
And you know
charge
what?
whatever
Come on.
they want.
The kids aren't gonna know. We'll
Yeah.
tell them it's the world's biggest chair.
Oh, wow. It was for 1982.
I bet they kept the old signs up.
This is great. In 1995, the title was passed to a 7-story chair in Mananzo, Italy. And then you go to click on the picture of that town, and it's like an old Italian village.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's just like some old Italian
And then they put a big fucking chair.
The grape harvest failed.
It's next to the piazza.
The grapes, we cannot make wine for
The
year.
grapes, they broke.
We will make a giant's chair.
We have broken grapes. We'll make a big chair.
We'll make a big chair.
You know what they say? When the grape go bad, you make a big chair.
That is probably what happens. Is they're just like
Yeah,
some
it's
other
totally what
village is
happens.
like our wine failed this year. We'll make the biggest pizza.
We're gonna make a big pizza.
We
We're
should
gonna
get-
make the world's biggest couch.
Oh, I wonder if that no. You think anyone's ever fucked the world's largest cat?
Fuck to the couch?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like Paul Bunyan, just like as a horny 14-year-old.
Finally.
Oh, big old.
Fuck yeah. I am gonna come in my pants. I'm gonna rub my dick against this.
Baywatch. I call it Babe Watch because I'm hoping my giant cow doesn't see me fucking this couch. No, I'm going to this place, and I was told I shouldn't go there. But I found out it was too late, and I need the money. But this guy was like, "Oh, that guy's a weirdo and a creep. If he starts using meth, just leave him alone." I'm like, okay. But it's okay because I have a hotel
Is he gonna
room.
do it like in front of you?
I don't know.
How are you gonna? Well, I guess you'll probably know he did the meth.
I am getting a hotel room. I'm half expecting all of a sudden he's like giving me a hotel room. And I'm expecting him to be like, yeah, our hotel room is. Like, what?
Huh? That's definitely gonna happen.
I'm
Especially now that you said it.
I'm only
100%
homeless
gonna
5
happen.
days a week. 2 days a week I crash with the comics that's why I run the club.
What are you doing 2 nights?
I'm doing 2 nights.
Whoa.
Hey, one night there's a band playing.
Flavors.
If I was to be cooking rice, this pot is where I would put rice in, which you want.
Right? Just so we're all on the same page here. Listen, this is just getting weirder and weirder.
Stop chuckling every time you say it.
Is this a funny dinner?
This reminds me of that time I went to whatever the fuck that taffy place was from the start of the episode. Jimmy's Shoe.
Jimmy's shoes. I just wanted shoes.
Well, hey man, you could put, if you were at home bored, you could put together a whole narrative. Where because of the Jimmy Choo thing,
That's where he gets the idea.
not the idea, but their marriage breaks down.
Because he bought her the right. Because he bought
Because
her,
he bought her
Jimmy Choo.
taffy instead of
He
shoes.
bought her
He
taffy.
spent $600 on a piece of taffy. She was like, what the fuck?
He said this is what Jimmy Choo's are.
You said you wanted Jimmy Choo's.
I came in, I asked for some Jimmy Choo's. The guy laughed at me really hard, charged me $500 for this taffy.
He laughed and he clearly set up his camera to like record some sort of thing.
I don't know. Maybe it's his first sale. He wants to remember it.
I'm gonna look up their return policy. All I can find is a YouTube series
Of people, him laughing at customers.
of him with a GoPro on his head. Apparently, that thing on his head was a I thought it was a cool hat.
I thought I was just not hip anymore.
Yeah.
I'd fallen behind the times.
Yeah. No.
Jimmy Choo's.
What do you think?
That'd be a good name for like a diner?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll open it up. I'll go ahead and open it up.
You have like a Sex in the City type moment where it's like, what I wanted was Jimmy Choo's. What I got was Jimmy chewing. And then just some guy named Jimmy eating at lunch with his mouth open. Being like, we're filming Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. What about sexting the city?
No.
And I try and get the city real wet.
And that was that, or whatever. I don't know what the name of it is.
I guess that.
There's some, because they brought back Sex in the City, but they don't call it Sex in the City.
Yeah, they call it
Highland. And then there was one. No, I don't know. A funny thing happened. What is it?
That's not that far off.
What is it? Do you know what it is?
And then something happened. Or...
That's not. There's always
no,
something.
I think that's what it had. I think that might be what it is.
I'm gonna Google and then something.
And
then something changed.
And then I think it's.
And then something. Nope. This is an essay on writing fiction.
Look up Sex in the City roommate.
No.
Roommate.
No, something about clothes.
I think it's and then something happened.
And then something happened. No, that's the essay on fiction, right?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I tried to Google it again.
And then it happened. And
it all happened again.
It all. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Another round with the ladies.
And then
back at it.
Back at it.
What the fuck is it called?
One more time, girls.
Bring it around. I'll take two.
Something about Mary.
I keep almost typing it and then being like, no, I can figure it out. So I keep deleting it. So my laptop just keeps me seeing me type in sex and then deleting it.
Sex. No.
No.
I'm not doing that again.
No. I've got a problem.
Trying to get to the bottom of things. Type in Sex in the City roommate.
When you type
I don't know why I can't say
when you
reboot.
type sex into Google, it gives you top result, sex offenders, Louisville KY.
Yeah.
Second result, Sex in the City cast, then and now. Which is like, shouldn't that be?
No, I
Isn't
think
that
the
more
sex
important?
offenders are a little more important.
Yeah, and then all of them are sex offenders. That's proof.
We're all sex offenders, right, guys?
That's proof that Google's listening to me.
Because you've been looking up a lot of sex offenders lately?
No, because it's all sex
you are a
offenders,
sex offender.
and then one that's like Sex in the City.
That's true, yeah. They didn't want to make it too obvious.
It is called Euphoria. No, it's called And Just Like That.
And just like that.
Which I feel like if we listen to the tape, we said.
I think that might have been in there somewhere.
Oh man, they got a prequel too, The Carrie Diaries.
They got
Finger
a
banging in Brooklyn.
They had a prequel too. Sex in the City.
Oh, I see what you're.
You know, this show's got a prequel.
Yeah, The Carrie Diaries. Do you think anyone ever made that joke in 2013 when that show came out? And by the looks of it, was quickly canceled. Oh no, there were 2 seasons.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it just her fucking Mr. Big the whole time?
I want to Google
it
finger
just one?
banging in Brooklyn, but that I don't think it's gonna. I just want to know if that joke's been made, but I don't think that's gonna tell me.
Finger banging in Brooklyn, you might need to be a little more specific.
It's finger banging in Brooklyn, but someone's doing a Sex in the City prequel joke.
Finger banging in the city. Not Carrie Bradshaw. Who's Carrie Bradshaw? Who's Terry Bradshaw?
No, I think
Are they
Carrie
related?
Bradshaw is Sex in the City. Yeah, Mr. Big Carrie Bradshaw.
Carrie Bradshaw related to Terry Bradshaw?
Oh, she's there.
Is he?
The Sex in the City prequel is set in Connecticut, so it'd have to be like Cunnilingus and
Cunnilingus in Connecticut. That works too.
Yeah, dry humping in Hartford. There's no way this joke has not been made.
Gangbangs in Greenwich.
This is probably an entire episode of At Midnight. I don't know about that show to get it. Your delivery is great.
It's not funny.
Oh. They could probably sell that. They could probably sell that show by just being like, "And what are you going to put on at 12 o'clock? You know, at midnight, right?" And they're like, "Yes, at midnight.
At midnight.
We need to fill." And then the guy's already run out of the office.
I'm signing the papers.
That's all I needed.
It's like, what is he talking about?
No, their
Give him
names
any
are
papers to
Carrie
sign.
Bradshaw. She's the lineman. What do you think the other people's names are?
You got Carrie Bradshaw. You got Terry Schiavo. What's her name?
Miranda Hobbs.
Miranda Hobbs.
Which I thought.
Is she Miranda?
I thought that was a tiger.
Does Miranda play Miranda?
Miranda. Who's Miranda?
Isn't there a Miranda on Sex and the City?
Yeah, but that's a character. A character can't.
Oh, I thought you were
play a
saying
character.
actors' names.
No, Miranda's a character's name.
Is Miranda play Miranda?
I mean, in a way. This is truly the most avant-garde episode. No,
you got Miranda, you got Terry Bradshaw, you got
Terry Bradshaw. He's a lineman.
No, you got Samantha, Miranda, you got
Hello, you knew about Samantha? Of course, you know about Samantha.
Renee.
Oh, Samantha's the worst.
You got Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle. That's not it, but it's close. A lot of those letters are in that person's name.
Rory. Rachel?
No.
That's from Friends.
And we're back at Anniston.
Sex in the City.
Oh, that would be a cool show. It's like Jennifer Aniston going back to her hometown that's named after her. I don't know what the show would be, but the credit, the logo credit moment, would be a town that says like "Welcome to Anniston, comma Jennifer," instead of Alabama. And it's like a show.
Yeah.
It's like a 2005 VH1 style like scripted reality show.
They're like, did you see the sign? And she was like, I came from north.
My husband, Justin Thoreau. And then you see him walk into the shot in the background, look at the camera, and then quickly walk out of the shot. As if he does not want to be on the show.
Just him being like,
Yeah. That's always great on the cartoon.
I didn't know they were married. I feel like you just told me that the other day, though.
Who? I've already forgotten who we're talking about.
Justin Thoreau and Jennifer Aniston.
They've been Thoreau a lot.
Oh, my God. What a handsome man. And so funny.
He's hilarious.
So funny. And talented. Handsome.
I just Googled Anniston, comma Jennifer. Nothing came up.
Nothing came up.
Oh, wait, there's an... oh, man, this one...
Oh, there's already a meme.
This must suck. There's an American businessman named Jeff Anniston. That guy. No one knows who the fuck he is.
Nah.
I don't even know why he has a Wikipedia page.
Oh, he has a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, what the hell?
I thought you were just on like a LinkedIn or something.
What the hell is Legion M?
I don't know. It sounds like he's part of a supervillain group.
I know. It was founded as the first entertainment studio allowing fans to invest in the creation of movies.
So he created Patreon. But before
in
Patreon.
2016 though, which is after Patreon.
Oh, wow, that's even worse.
No, dude, this guy.
Man, this guy sounds like an idiot.
No, this guy sounds pretty cool. I take it back.
I take it back, Mr. Anniston.
You know what? I take it back. It's cool that he's not named Jennifer Aniston. That is cool.
That's very.
That would be
bad.
pretty cool if your name was like Jim Cooney. Like, who are you? You're like, I'm Jim.
Mr. Cooney.
I'm Jim Cooley. I
Mr.
like
Cooney.
Cooley better.
Cool, Mr. Cooley.
Mr. Cooley.
Mr. Clowney.
I was trying to think of a shorter way to do Brad Pitt, but both of those are one syllable words.
Yeah, you can't really do
I
that
was
one.
like, hey, maybe there's only one T.
Tad.
What if his name was Bad P?
Tad Rip.
Tad Rip. No, it's too different.
Tad Tit.
Tit for Tad.
Tit for Tad.
For Tad. There's a 90s grunge guy named Tad.
Yeah.
I bet that's what he said at the strip club.
Tit for Tad.
Look at a little tit for Tad.
Drop it in my hand.
A little tit for Tad.
Just put it right here. Plop it in. Plop that tit in here for Tad, baby.
I've heard of working for tips, but working for tits? It's like a news story about. It's a news story about something.
News story about, I don't know.
It's something. Like a guy who's doing a thing.
You got it. All right.
man.
How are we going to wrap this up?
We gotta tell the people, I don't know.
Got to tell these people about the passing.
What have you been up to? Listen to the Moody Blues?
I wish. I should go home and listen to the Moody Blues.
I've never listened to them except for that one song.
Moody Blues are great, man. That should be your next project.
Sweet Home, my next project. Join the Moody Blues. That's my next long-term
I
goal.
know you like to get into a band every now and then.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get. That's my plan. I'm gonna get into the Moody Blues, and then I'm gonna finally talk to my high school girlfriend's dad and be like, "Hey, we can bond now.
Hey, we can finally get together.
You wanna
We can get
we
together.
can finally get together." He's like, "Who the fuck are
What
you?
the fuck?
You dated my daughter for a year, in
Year.
2004."
It's a bit much for you to reach out now.
Man, I didn't even really pay attention to her then.
You guys probably were fucking.
My interaction with you is probably just my wife saying, make sure they don't go alone into a room. And then me every hour going, oh, yeah, I was supposed to
Oh,
do
shit.
that.
I haven't been watching them.
Yeah.
Ah, they're already in there.
Oh, yeah. You know, that girl, she always wanted to be a veterinarian.
I'm a veterinarian, and I'm vegan. Some people call me
I'm a
veterinarian.
That sounds like someone's title that would be on like an early Joe Rogan episode. I've got doctors in quotations here. That's on your card.
That's on you. You did that yourself.
I legally changed my name to Doctor. Just some guy with one of those like Cat in the Hat rave hats that you get at like 6
And a doctor's coat.
I'm here to talk about how portobellos are cancerous. The government doesn't want you to know.
Sir, but that is like a vegetable, though, man. So are you telling me the vegetables aren't good for you either?
Portobellos aren't vegetables. It's a fungus.
Whoa.
Fungus. Among Us. Incubus. You know about that.
I don't.
Then there's someone out there who's like, fungus. That means mushrooms. I know that from Incubus.
Incubus isn't even a mushroom.
No, they have an album called Fungus Among Us.
Oh.
It rhymes.
Incubus, fungus, among us?
I call it Fungus Among Us by Incubus. There's a lot of debate amongst the us people who tried to get into Incubus while high the other night at age 31.
The Coob heads.
Yeah. No, because my girlfriend listens, like, she's a little bit older than she's like a few years, so she listens to, like, shit music, actually. Like, I was like 11, and I was like, yeah, Hoobastank.
Yeah.
But she was a little bit older, so she was like, Hoobastank's my life.
I love it.
So I'll have moments where it's like, I remember Incubus? And then she'll pull out, like, vinyl records of Incubus.
Yes.
She reveals to me a tattoo of the lyrics to Stellar.
How have I never seen that before?
What the fuck?
I just got it.
Well, she's my girlfriend, not my wife.
I haven't seen her naked body.
Yeah, that'd be offensive. We've had sex, I just in the dark.
Are there any women whose naked body you haven't seen?
Well, I can stop time. It's like a Mel. It's one of the.
I've seen every girl
It's
naked.
the 2,000-year-old man, but it's instead their bit is the guy who can stop time. Is there anyone you haven't seen naked? Well,
Well,
no, I've seen. I don't know how many people I've seen naked. Few. I will say that. You ever seen a streaker?
my mom, your mom. Yeah, I've seen naked people in public.
No, like specifically a streaker.
No.
Because I've
Not
been
a
a
streaker.
streaker, but I don't think I've ever seen a streaker.
Whoa.
Oh, I used to get naked for comedy
Yeah.
a fair bit.
Yeah. That's
I'd
going to
be-
come back and haunt you,
I was
man.
about to say, I'd be well canceled now.
That's coming back to haunt you one day.
Yeah. No, because now it'll just be shocking.
Yeah. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Because they went too hard in making the world conservative.
Yeah.
The liberals became the conservatives.
Whoa.
You're listening to,
NPR.
you're
Comedy Hour.
listening to Tim Dillon, but I got my throat fixed so I don't,
I don't sound like this
I
anymore.
don't yell anymore.
I blew my throat out.
I wonder if there are people
And not from how you think.
there's like a whole...
It was from talking.
Yeah.
I know everyone assumed it was dick.
Because Tim Dillon is probably a lot of like people's only knowledge of gay people,
Yeah.
or at least their biggest knowledge of gay people.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they,
Yeah, their biggest knowledge.
I wonder if there are people who are like, yeah, I guess Tim Dillon's a normal gay guy.
But they're all like,
They're like, I just live in Missouri, and I just like comedy podcasts, and I got into Tim Dillon through Rogan, and I guess now I can relate to my nephew.
now I know how to talk to him.
You just run up to your nephew, hey, queer. He's like, what the fuck?
Fuck.
You're like, no, I love you.
Love you.
It's cool.
Love you.
You know Tim Dillon?
You ever heard of Banks? Yeah, I guess. They're all ripping you off.
No, banks are cool. What bank do you use?
I'm not telling you.
Damn.
Try to hack me.
I was going to ask for more info. I've been a lifelong Chase man.
I got a cool bank, man. It's just a guy who watches my shit for me.
Well, that makes sense because it's like everything is like, oh, we're a restaurant, but also we're a record store. And then on weekends we do parties.
We're a night court.
Yeah. So I would believe it that you found some sort of bank that's like, we're a bank and we sell matcha tea. And also,
No, that bank is cool, man. I lost my card one time,
they're like, it's fine.
and no, I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it. Okay, all right, Mom.
What?
No,
You never lost your card? That's
No,
a
I've
stigma
lost it.
for you? I was gonna say,
But,
I lost a fuck ton
I've
of...
lost so many fucking cards.
I lost a lot of wallets in my
Oh, yeah.
drinking days.
Oh yeah, someone like stole my like card number,
Yeah.
and I went into the bank and I was like, hey, like these cards like obviously aren't mine. Like there's charges. Like I can't be like at this store in Georgia and also at a bar
Yeah.
in Kentucky. And they were like, all right, so these are the only fraudulent charges. And I was like, yeah, sure. And they were like, all right, so we're just going to go ahead and refund you for the last 2 days of charges. And I was like, what?
Boom.
I was like, huh? They were like, yeah, we'll just go ahead and just fill
That's
it.
normal, though.
That's a lot. That was a lot of free money I got.
It's not free money. Someone stole your money.
Yeah, but they were refunding me for charges that I made.
Oh,
They were
okay.
like, we're just going to refund you for the last 2 days.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty wild. Hey, man, banks are cool. Yeah, everyone's always like, we should bring down all these big companies. Like, who the fuck are you going to shoplift from?
Who the fuck are you gonna steal for? All you do is steal
Yeah,
anyways.
who are you going to, like, occasionally figure out scams to do shit with?
Yeah,
You can't.
it's gonna suck when they finally shut all those places down, and then you're gonna have to be like, oh shit, I guess I have to steal from small local businesses now.
Yeah, exactly. If fucking Kohl's and Walmart weren't always side by side with bad security,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to always get the shoes I want each season. I like to do a little shopping. You go into one, you make a decision,
You make a decision.
and then you walk out with it. If it feels good, you get in your car and go. If it doesn't feel good, you go into the other one,
Yeah.
switch them out.
Return it.
Yeah.
Do a quick scan.
And then that's great because then no, don't return it. You just leave those other shoes. So then Walmart is like, why do we have new Kohl's shoes?
What the fuck? Who's doing shipping and receiving?
That'd be great if that happens all the time. No.
All right, folks. Check out funnydinner.com for
Check it out.
for all your virus needs.
Yeah, get a virus.
Don't click on too many buttons. I think if you just look at it, you should be fine.
Yeah, because people always like, oh, you should get sick. It's good for your immune system. Give your computer a virus.
Give your computer a virus.
Give it a virus.
Give your computer a virus.
Yeah, do you think there are old Jewish guys who are like, you know what I mean? COVID's fine.
It's fine.
They seem like they want the vaccines.
I bet. They want them all, I bet.
I don't want
You know
any
what I'm saying?
vaccine. I'm against it. I'm gonna be like Robert Kennedy, Jr.
Senior.
Senior. No, I think it's Jr.
Junior, senior.
No, Cheryl Hines from.
I think anyone's name has ever been Junior, and their dad was named Junior. So they were like, I'm Junior, Junior. It's my dad, Junior.
That's definitely the thing that's
It's
happening.
my dad, Junior. Senior.
That's Super Dave Osborne's real name. Good night, America.
All right.